What's happening, friends? Call us if you'd like. 877-77-BOBBY. We are sitting here waiting for your calls, staring at the phone like ring, ring. 877-77-BOBBY. Let's check the big story.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Well, it seems like the latest TikTok trend has people shaving down their uneven teeth with a nail file.
No.
Makes me want to do that.
Yeah.
Naturally, dentists are warning against this, saying you could permanently damage your teeth by destroying the enamel, causing tooth sensitivity, and even tooth loss. It's not the same thing as filing your fingernails. Quote, if you file your fingernails today, they'll grow back tomorrow. Our teeth are permanent.
Yeah, that's giving me chills thinking about it.
That's from Texas-based dentist, Dr. Chad Evans. And then I tried to watch a couple of them to be knowledgeable for this. It's just like them getting a file out, and if they're slightly uneven. Are we sure TikTok is good? All right, that's the big story. Thank you. Let's do Kane Brown Cool again. Bobby Bone Show. Bella Studio on Music Row, it's the Bobby Bone Show. The Emmys were last night, which is the big TV awards. We'll call it Slits Creek. It won 9 last night, which, I mean, and this is what happens too when a show ends its run. It would stink to have a really good show the year that a show was ending its run that had some success. Because regardless of the show, usually they get way more shine than they would normally. But they won 9, and I like that show. But man, I won a bunch of acting awards too, which nobody in a comedy's ever done. Succession won Best Drama Series. This is a show that a lot of my friends have recommended to me that I've never seen it.
It's so good. I can't wait for it to come back.
How many seasons in is it?
I think 2.
2.
So we're waiting on the 3rd.
Yep.
Is it great?
So
awesome.
Great.
And what's it about?
You heard it here. This family where the dad is like a successful businessman. They have tons of money, but the family's just a hot mess.
They're trying to force the dad out of this multimedia company, and
multimedia or multi-million-dollar?
Both. I mean, he owns like news and all sorts of different
outlets.
Yes.
It's
I'm probably not going to watch it, but
Oh, dude, it's so good.
we
You would
just
love
finished
it.
season 4 of Last Chance of You last night in Independence, Kansas.
Okay.
Roll your eyes, but
I'm
it
not.
ended in a way I never thought it would end. Has anyone seen Last Chance of You but me?
No.
I have seen the first 2 seasons.
Right. I think that's a good show, but you're wrong to dismiss.
I didn't dismiss it. I just
No,
have
you
other
said
things.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Hey, go watch Upload.
Okay, I'll watch Upload if you watch Succession.
No, that's okay. I haven't even finished Upload.
Remember how I told you about Yellowstone and you're like, nah, I'm never watching
It wasn't you that convinced me. It was Caitlin.
Because I convinced her.
Okay, whatever the case is.
Amy, you know
All
where
right,
to go.
Don't
then.
give
I know.
yourself-
Let me text Caitlin real quick about Succession.
She could probably get me to watch whatever. Best unstructured reality program was Cheer. And you saw where they arrested,
Yeah, Jerry.
I think on Friday, Jerry, with, I just saw the word child pornography in the charge.
Yeah,
That stinks. And Mike, D and I were talking on my music podcast. Do they take that show down now?
I know. Could happen.
What I assumed was if he was guilty, they found him guilty, maybe they would take it down. Or if a bunch of people complained that it was still up.
Or if somebody they found out in the organization somehow knew of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that. I mean, yeah.
People are now getting freckle tattoos. Cosmetic tattooing's been around for a while, but getting freckles is something that more and more people are asking for. Tattoo artists say they get freckle tattoo requests almost on a daily basis. Freckle tats cost about $250. Most people like them because they draw attention to your face and also bring out your eyes. But they do hurt a little bit because freckles are usually in a sensitive area.
Yeah. They're cute, though. I've seen, it's like online. I've just seen pictures of people get them.
Don't you age out of freckles, though? Freckles being cute. I mean, if I were to grab some freckles and put them on my cheek and be like, look at me, and put my finger inside of my cheek, they would...
No, they're really cute. But the thing is, it's a tattoo on your face. So they're there. And if you're born with it, that's different. But if you're tattooing it, you got to be ready to keep it.
All right, here's the voicemail we got last night.
Hey, I just heard a corny that I think Amy might want to use. What do you call a teacher that doesn't pass gas in public? You call it a private tutor.
There you go. All right, here's Teresa in Alabama.
Hey, this is a follow-up question. I was wondering what's happening with Lunchbox's trip that he's supposed to be taking to the haunted house. I knew y'all was doing countdowns for it, and I just wondered how that was working out. Love y'all. Thank you.
All right, Teresa, thank you. Raymundo, hit that, please.
29 days until Lunchbox goes to the ex-murderer ghost house.
I don't even know what movie that
I
was.
don't either.
Less than a month until Lunchbox goes and has to spend the night in Iowa in the house. We still haven't committed anyone to going with you, right?
No, still have no commitments. No one to go.
Are we getting closer to finding someone? Are we just going to send a buddy? Like, what's the plan right now?
Me? I have no plans of who's going with him yet. I haven't even thought about it. I'm definitely not going with him.
Oh, well,
100%.
that's you thinking about it then. You know you're not going.
Exactly.
Well, he said that because of his own paranormal experience.
Yeah, I'm not. You can count me out for sure.
Okay. By 2 weeks out, we'll have your person. So
Okay.
you got a
All
couple
right.
weeks. All right, let's go over to Melissa in Texas, who is on the phone. Let's go talk to her. Melissa, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really good. What can I do for you?
Well, I was just in a little bit of a dilemma. I've got a friend of mine who is having an affair on her husband, and she doesn't see this guy every day. I mean, she, when she does see him, it's just for, a few minutes. And, what do you do with something like that? Do you tell the husband? Do you, when you try talking to her and say, it's not worth the risk and all this, what do you do in something like that?
So your friend's having an affair, but she only sees the guy a few minutes a day?
No, a few minutes every once in a while.
Yes.
Is that for like a quick,
Yeah.
bing, bang,
Or
boom?
they just talk?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the affair means. Are they doing it?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Did
that's all I
she tell you that?
Yeah, how do you know?
yes. Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Okay. So, and you want to know if you should go and tell her husband, right?
Yes, because, I feel like I'm in the middle now.
Question, how close are you to the husband?
Not close. And she's just she's not like a good friend, but she's just a friend. But she obviously chose me to confide in, and I'm just like, really? Why me?
She put that burden on you to know something that was happening that was dishonest. Listen, if you are close to the husband, I would say you go and say something. If it was like your friend you were looking out for,
But if you're not,
it's almost not your business, right?
I would just be like, la la la, nothing
I
to
would
see
first
here.
I would tell her, I don't want to know about this.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing's wrong. Why are you confiding in me something that you're doing is wrong? Like keep me out of your mouth. Don't talk to me or about me about this. And then that's it. And then just get out of it. It's not I would say not run to the husband unless the husband is your friend that you're looking out for. Amy?
I agree.
And that's what I figured because I don't want to open up another can of worms, but I just
And you will.
hate knowing something
Yeah.
like that's going on and knowing it's wrong, and I have to know it.
Yeah, that's not a good friend to tell you that unless she's struggling with leaving the husband and going, what do I do? I'm
Needs
feeling
advice.
this way. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way you could step in and maybe she was leaning into you to try to figure some stuff out? She could be going through something,
Well,
and she may you're the person she chose, and you could, not that you need to take on her burden by any means, but encourage her to stop, or maybe she does need to think about leaving him or whatever the situation. We don't know the full story.
Right, and she doesn't want to leave her husband.
Okay, well,
They've been married like 15 years, and she doesn't want to leave him, but this guy just says all the right things and makes her feel good that maybe her husband doesn't tell her. Or tell her every day how special she is and beautiful. So I think she's just torn by this guy. And
tell her,
that's why
say,
she's
okay,
doing it.
every few minutes, he just has to put up with you a few minutes every couple weeks.
Yeah, I think people are a lot more beautiful when you only got to be like 10 minutes a week with them.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where I'm going to settle. It's an uncomfortable situation. I'm sorry that you were put into it because I can feel that it is a burden on you. However, if you're not close to the husband, I don't know that I would run and tell him. If you were close, if it was your friend, you always look out for your friend. It's kind of their business. I would probably kind of use my efforts on her to be like, hey, you should probably stop this. If you get caught, it's over. Like, I would even talk rational to her. Like, is it worth it? Is a few minutes of ping pong a week worth losing whatever it is that you've built over 15 years with your husband? They have kids?
Yes, three.
Oh, gosh.
3 small kids.
So if it were me, I would use the pragmatic approach. Just go, here is what's going to not happen if you get caught. Is it worth that?
Yeah, that's your role in this, and it's unfortunate she put you in it, but that's your role. Especially if they have kids, that's not your role to tell the husband.
Okay, Melissa,
Right. Okay, thanks.
thank you for the call. I hope you have a great day.
Y'all too.
All right.
Okay,
Or at
now
least-
we have the burden.
Because we know.
I'm fine. You guys can call us, see if you need advice. We'll sit here and figure it out as we go.
And we are experts.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. 877-77-BOBBY. In the next segment, I have a couple things I want to discuss with you. Number one, I went to a restaurant and they got me. They tricked me.
How?
They just misled the crap out of me. And I'm in there and I'm like, why? How would they even do this? I'll tell you about that coming up in
That
a
sounds
second.
good.
Can't wait.
Well, my sister and niece and nephew were in town for 3 days, almost 4. So we had to do a lot of stuff. We go to a restaurant, and I was like, I've never even been to this restaurant. We'll talk about that in a second. And I have my new ranking of top Disney movies. I watched a new Disney movie.
Okay.
My niece is 11. She picked one. I watched one. It's now on the list, but I'll give you that review too. All right, that and your calls coming up next.
Bobby Bones, y'all. the Bobby Bones Show.
Lots of folks are weighing in about that last call. We had a woman on who said, hey, her friend's having an affair. Should she tell her friend's husband? I said, do you know her husband that well? She goes, nah, not really. I was like, well, I think you should just work on the friend more than you should let the husband know. Like, I feel like that's your duty. We do have some calls here. Here is Joanne in Pittsburgh. Joanne, you're on the Bobby Bone Show. What'd you think about that?
Hi, Bobby. I just wanted to let you know I've been married for 30 years, and you don't want to be the one that tells. She needs to provide support and direct the friend, but she doesn't want to be the one that tells.
It sounds like you have some knowledge in the situation. Did that happen to a friend of yours or to you?
It's happened to multiple friends, and I've watched it happen. And friendships end when you're the one that tells.
Okay, so you say, well, you kind of side on my side that your job is to work the friend to do the right thing more so than let the husband know.
I agree.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you, Joanne. Let's go over to Devin in New Orleans, who is listening right now. Devin, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, man. What do you want to say?
Well, I disagree with you guys. Somebody that went through this firsthand on the other side, I think she should tell the husband because it's not fair to him and the kids to be blindsided by this.
Let me ask this hypothetical. You're not wrong. Listen, we don't know the situation. We're just giving our opinion, sitting here in the room,
right,
talking to her. If the woman who's cheating were to stop cheating because her friend said, hey, this is not good. Here's why it's not good. If she were to stop cheating, and from then on, she was like, you know what? You're right. I need to take care of my kids, take care of my husband. Wouldn't that be better than telling the husband and then ruining the whole relationship? Like, I'm asking you, would her getting her to stop, and then she stops forever? Sure, she did some stuff wrong in the past, but she never gets found out. And maybe it leads to a better new wife. Maybe through some self-therapy or even to work with someone, you're a better person where you realize how dumb you were. Well, how would you feel about that versus telling the husband and just the whole relationship going down the toilet?
Well, I wholeheartedly believe the relationship can be salvaged even if you knew regardless. I think she hasn't identified the problem. Obviously, she's stepping out of the marriage for a reason. Who's to say she won't do it again, regardless if she stops now?
Hey, listen, I agree with you. I think once somebody cheats.
Or what if you encourage her to be the one to tell and you don't have to do it? As the friend.
I agree with that.
Would you do a DM, though? If not, like if you would tell, you'd slide him a DM and be like, hey, check your girl's messages because she's probably got some ding-dong going on.
Yeah.
I thought it was ping pong.
Whatever.
It's a lot of
Same
ongs.
thing.
Yeah. All right, hey, Devin.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for your call. Thanks for your insight.
Thank y'all. Have a good one.
All right, 877-77-BOBBY, taking your calls. Let us know. My sister and her two kids came to stay. They were here Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, a lot of the day on Sunday. And we did a lot of stuff. And we go to, I don't know if this is a big chain. I had never been before, but we go to this Italian restaurant called Buca di Beppo. Is that a chain?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I think it's a chain.
Yeah.
I'd never been before. And so I'm not big in going out right now anyway, but the kids were there. My sister was there. So it's like, okay, we're going to go to a restaurant. So we go to Buca di Beppo, and I say, hey, like if we get like spaghetti and pizza, like will this be enough for all five of us? And the waitress goes, yeah, that'd be enough for you guys. I was like, okay. So ordered a spaghetti, ordered a pizza, ordered a little appetizer. Thought the kids would think I was cool because we never got appetizers as kids. I was like, let's get some calamari. Amy, just the spaghetti alone would have fed all five of us twice. It was that big. They bring this food out. Oh, I forgot to mention ravioli too.
Oh my goodness.
When she was like, it's probably do okay. I was like, well, I want to be safe and we can take the rest home. They brought out this thing of spaghetti. It could have fed 8 people fully. They brought out this pizza that was like, if you go to like Chuck E. Cheese, it's like the extra super large. They had to put 2 cans of tomato sauce on the table just to hold the pizza plate. The ravioli, there were like 25 of them, and they were massive. So We ate about a fifth of the food. The waitress got us.
Yeah, got you
She
good.
knew that even one of those was going to fill us all up, but she wanted us to keep buying food because the higher our bill was, the more tip you get.
Well, it seems as though their portion sizes are just really, really big.
But you can tell us when I'm like, hey, we'll take one of these, one of these, one of these. You'd be like, whoa, sir, just so you
Yeah.
know.
And sometimes they'll do that.
This girl did not.
No, she didn't. Well, maybe she thought you had an appetite.
That you couldn't have eaten it all. This whole show and that group of 5 couldn't have eaten all that was there because it was that big. The food was great, by the way.
You got.
Had a pretty decent experience otherwise, but just got. So we did that.
So you got a lot of food left over? That's what you're saying?
We did. Over the next
Now
2
it's
days,
gone.
we either ate it or after a day 3 of like ravioli made at a restaurant, I think we ended up getting rid of some of it. But yeah, it was not the best by her. She should have told us. We also, my niece has never been to Target, so we took her to Target, took her on a supermarket sweep shopping spree. She's
Nice.
11. She was like, wow. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then obviously I had to buy a couple things too.
Of course.
It's hard to go in Target and just not buy something.
Oh, for sure. It's impossible.
And then we watched Inside Out, which I'd never seen before.
Oh, I bet you loved it.
With the Disney movie. It was okay.
Oh, really? Just okay?
Yeah.
You sound like the waitress right now.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was good. But I had really high hopes because all you guys were like, you're going to love Inside Out more than any other Disney movie. And so Inside Out's, if you're not familiar, it's all the little emotions or characters. And there's joy. And she pushes the button when
inside their heads.
When the girl feels joy. I thought it was fun. But when I finished Up, I cried. Here's my list of the top ones. Coco at number 1.
Good stuff.
Just strong at number 1.
That's because he reminds you
Of me.
Yeah, of me.
And my relationship with my grandma. Not because he's Mexican, Eddie.
Okay.
You don't win just because you're the same race. Up is at number 2 because Up is great. Up makes you feel sad at the beginning, extremely happy all throughout, sad again at the end, and then just happy when it's all over. At number 3, I've got Toy Story.
Okay.
And I think I like Toy Story 2 the best of all of them. But I watched them all in a row, so I don't quite remember. But Toy Story at 3, then Inside Out at 4. And I believe those are the only 4 I've ever seen.
Oh.
So right now, Inside Out's in my top 4, but it's also last.
Yeah, it is last.
So
That's really, you've only seen 4 Disney movies?
I can't think of anything else that I've seen with the Disney Pixar family of movies.
Oh, we saw Cars together
Is
in
that
2006.
No.
You don't remember?
Is that number 5?
I mean, I guess I remember going, but I don't.
That was the first movie we ever
I'm going to put
saw.
that at 5. Because I don't remember watching that one.
Mhm.
All right, let's do Morgan Wallen, Chasing You. Thank you, guys. 877-77-Bobby if you guys want to hop on and talk with us.
We used to taste that Chattanooga freight.
Amy provided football commentary. Yes, she watched the NFL games over the weekend, so we'll do that on the other side of this break. Also, some more calls. I see almost every line is full right now. 877-77-BOBBY. And I have someone to thank on the show for something that happened to me this weekend. And I'd like to give a sincere appreciation to one of you guys. You may not even know what's coming. You may not even. I'll just hold it there. We'll do that next segment. Back in a minute.
Missed any of today's show or just want to listen again? Check out the Bobby Bones Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Sure. Get your bones on.
Amy turned on some NFL games and just did commentary as to what she was seeing. Like, if they hired her to be one of those guys in the booth, this is what you would hear. Now, a listener asked us to bring this back, so here we go. Here is Amy watching Denver and Pittsburgh. Hit it.
Okay, we got Denver versus Pittsburgh right now. So let's do Drew Lock versus Ben Roethlisberger. And which quarterback would you date? I am Drew Lock all the way. Although I gotta say, he looks extremely young, and that is a little creepy. But I Googled it, and he's 23, so it's totally fine. And Drew's the easy pick, because for me, I'm not ever gonna pick Ben Dirty Burger, although he is pretty talented quarterback. Dad, you want to play? Which quarterback would you date?
Good answer.
Yeah.
All right, then she flips over to the Ravens and the Texans, and she just talks about whatever she sees. Here's that clip.
Okay, we got the Ravens and the Texans on the line, all ready to hut. But I got to say, shout out to whoever put together the outfits for the Ravens, because that purple with the white leggings, black socks, black helmets, all looks really good together, and then pops with the green grass down below. Yeah, shout out Ravens.
Who put their outfit together.
To be fair, I bet that person's never gotten a shout out, so good for them.
And you know there's somebody behind that.
All right, Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jag, what?
And what do you say? If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good.
Deion Sanders says that, but I say that Deion Sanders says that. Titans and Jags, and this is about penalty voting?
That was just something I thought of.
Okay, go ahead.
Titans have the ball, said hut. Quarterback, oh, that was an incomplete pass. No, yellow flag. Oh, penalty possibly. So, should we vote on this? I feel like some penalties, they should do a timeout, and you've got 1 minute to pick up the phone and vote, like American Idol or something, and let the viewers decide if it was a penalty. That did not look like pass interference to me. Did it look like pass interference to y'all?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, 2 votes to 1. Here's one more. Amy calls the final play of the Tennessee Titans and Jacksonville Jaguars game.
Back on the line again, no time to waste. 56 seconds left in the game. They're down on the line. They're ready, set, hutting it. 2nd and 1. Minshew has the ball. He's ready to he can't find anybody open. Oh, Titans intercepted! What? Wait, that's a game. Yeah. That's the ball game, boys and girls. Titans have taken home the championship, 33 to 30.
No. The championship. This is game 2 of the season.
I don't know.
All right, there's Amy.
Did you know that there's very similar? The Titans have a Gronk, and then there's Gronk, and they're different.
But there's family. People that have the same last name are related.
I know, but it's such a unique last name. I mean, they're not exactly the same. They are related.
You're talking about. Okay, you're thinking there's Gronkowski's,
Oh my
but the
gosh.
kicker for the Titans is not named Gronkowski.
Goskowski.
It's Goskowski.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know what she was talking about. Because the Gronkowski, they have brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Oh,
Then I was
okay.
like, he's not the Titan.
Yeah, so was I. Yeah, the kicker's name is Goskowski.
All right. Just
And Gronkowski.
Just observation.
Okay.
All right. And that's why she gets paid the big bucks to do NFL commentary.
Good games this weekend. Loved it.
Speaking of games, I hit Raymundo up on Saturday at about 11 o'clock, and I said, hey, man, what's your lock of the week? Because Raymundo loves a sports bet. And he goes, hey, Troy -3.
It's a must-watch game,
And
too.
I said, Troy? I never watched a Troy game in my life. Because Arkansas plays this week, which I'm super excited about. Week 1 versus Georgia. So my college football enthusiasm has just been about middle. So I said, Troy? He goes, yeah, -3. They're going to win by more than 3 over Middle Tennessee State. And so I go, all right, Ray. Well, last week he had me bet, and I put a bunch of money on it. This week I thought, I'm going to double trust Ray. I put double that amount on it.
Wasn't it last week you came back upset with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but I'm a big second chance guy. So I put double the amount last week on Troy that they had to win by 3, and they dominated. Amy, I crushed. Raymundo, I appreciate you.
We get you that money this week, baby.
Will you really get it though?
Yeah, that's the
Will I
question.
get it?
Hey, check's in the mail. I cashed out. It's coming. It's all you can do. Wait, it'll be here. Trust me. It's Bitcoin. It's a lot faster than the process I've
Bitcoin.
dealt with in the past.
So, do you have money sent to you at times when you win bets?
Yes, I always do. Unlike Eddie, I cash out all the time. To me, it's just like a weekly paycheck.
Unlike Eddie.
Nice. Good shot there. Thank you.
A weekly paycheck. Okay. So what day shall I be expecting my money?
By Friday.
So Friday I should have a check.
Easily.
Nice. Anyway.
You getting dollars or Bitcoins?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
confused.
He said it's Bitcoin.
Yeah, right. What do they pay me?
So they're going to pay me in Bitcoin. I'm going to convert that for you, no charge, and I'll get you American cash.
Oh my. This sounds so complicated.
It just feels so shady.
It does.
It sounds shady.
Okay. Let me grab a call real quick. Let me say this is Carrie in Wichita, Kansas. Carrie, you're on the show. What's going on?
Hey, Bobby, I just want to say thank you. I'm a truck driver, and out here, there's a lot of people who, like, treat us nasty. But your words and your stories just kind of are uplifting. So we wanted to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's 25 women, and we have converted to you, and we absolutely love it.
Do you have a cool CB name?
Yeah, I'm Thumper.
Thumper.
And why do they call you Thumper?
Thumper
Oh, she's breaking
Oh,
up.
we're losing her.
from Bambi.
Yeah. Okay, I remember Thumper the Rabbit from Bambi. Why do they call you that?
Yeah. Because when I get nervous, I thump my leg.
Okay.
Interesting.
And if you were going to reach out to me, this is call me old white knuckler. If you were going to say, hey, Thumper, white knuckler, how would you reach out to me on CB if you were doing that?
Hey, White Knuckle, this is Thumper.
Well, that's pretty easy.
And
I'd
then
be
you would respond.
Dang,
Yeah,
I thought it'd be like, breaker 19, what's 20? Thumper here, coming for White Knuckles. White Knuckles, do you got me?
I'm
Nothing
doing
like
it.
that?
Yeah.
Do you ever?
We always talk back and
I used to watch Smokey and the Bandit. Do you ever pin cars in because they're being jerks? And like, you get in front of them and somebody gets beside them and there's nothing they can do?
no, we're pretty nice to them. We've got to be professional.
I hear you. Wink, wink. All right, Thumper. Hey, I appreciate that call. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye,
Thanks for keeping us
Carrie.
upbeat.
Bye-bye. All right. Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Appreciate you guys.
Get your Bobby Bones on. Come on.